Only one thought prevailed inside Ethan's mind. It doesn't matter if it's a child. She brought so much harm to everybody here, and it seemed still like a game to her. He got smashed, slashed, cut, ablated and burned with acid, but the satisfaction of cleansing the world from Eveline kept him alive. He himself became a monster. This appears to be the checkpoint of the old Patterson mine. Back in 1892 it collapsed and 2 workers have been killed. Probably it still is fragile. Ethan could only slightly smile about that. Getting killed by a collapsed mine would be the nicest what could happen to him right now.
Alpha 1, this is Bravo 1. Do you read?
This is Alpha 1. Report. Did you find anything?
A thorough search of the Baker property revealed 0 survivors. Repeat, 0 survivors. We did find evidence of a skirmish.
Eveline?
Negative. However, we did find several encrypted messages from the Baker's son Lucas to an unknown third party. You can probably guess who that was.
That's just great. We've had reports he's in the abandoned mine south of the property. I'm gonna go have a look.
Roger that. We'll meet you at those coordinates.
If you encounter Eveline, orders are shoot to kill. Repeat, shoot to kill.
Is this some kind of special force? They know a lot about what is happening here. Lucas sending messages to a third party, so they are talking about Ethan? Are they on Ethan's side? At least they want Eveline dead, and somehow they know that Ethan is in this mine. Actually, it would be smart to wait here for them. But Ethan's hate grew too big. He couldn't think clear. Anger took control. Ethan armed himself with all the guns he could carry. He was eager to finish Eveline off with his own hands. What did Eveline mean with, "You are not my mother, remember?" As she was talking to Mia. Also, what is that vial that Mia gave to Ethan? Mia was probably much more involved into this than Ethan would know. It's too silent here. Not even any cricket noises. As if everything died out around here. Death dominates this place. Eveline brings out her whole crew now. That means she's afraid. She wants to be sure that they kill Ethan. This fear must mean that Ethan has something that can kill her. And she knows it. And they were only the hallway guards. She will probably have a giant hive down there. But Ethan has enough firepower to wreck the whole place. Still no sign of those special forces guys. They mentioned the mines for sure, but why they are not coming here? Maybe they have a better way to track Eveline and approach from the other side. This elevator won't probably work anymore as soon as Ethan is down there. His experience so far told him that. Still, in his mind were no room for fear. A small and tight room. Not much space to evade or to fight. The perfect location for an ambush. But not the slightest trace of that black mold. Was Ethan mistaken? Is Eveline even down here in those mines? If this was her hive, it should be full with the black mold. But it's clean here. So her friends are here. And it also seems like Lucas set up his traps as well. This has to be the right track. But how? It seems to be full of those mold guys here, but Ethan just smells the salty air of the mine. Also, there is no mold around here at all. What is the reason for all this? Is this mold not growing here because of the salt? Is this probably a way to kill Eveline? But where are they coming from? And also, why should she hide here? Wait, how did they appear here? It was no mold there absolutely, and still those guys came from there. Eveline tries to drive Ethan crazy with some weird tricks, but it won't work. Ethan knows that this place is her hive. She doesn't need to hide her mold and send those guys secretly to try an ambush. This wooden barricade. Somebody tries to hide something behind it. Also, there is no other way but breaching through it with this minecart. The layout of the mine changed from this point. Before it really seemed like a mine to yield salt, but now this facility looks like it was used for a different purpose. If they just wanted to mine salt here, it would make no sense to construct actual rooms around here, unless they needed it for another purpose. There, a lot of black mold in that bathtub. What is the meaning of all this? Those mails are written by an unknown person. This person seemed to do experiments on Eveline, and also was writing those mails to the creator of her? She is a bioweapon according to those mails. They just let her making those mold guys from innocent trespassers and even cleaned up after her, so nobody would realize. And she's getting old? Ethan was surprised reading this, since he sees her as a kid. This next room is only the next part of the insanity that happened down here. A detailed report about the mold. It's caused by bacteria. They transform body cells and even give regenerative abilities. In medium stages, the bacteria reaches the brain. Like that, the original E-series dominates the victim's thoughts. The physical form of the victim totally changes after all cells are taken over. Even pictures of tests are collected here where they deliberately infected persons with it. What is this weird suitcase? And why is the Codex reacting to it? E-necrotoxin? It destroys every cell of an E-series based on cells of that? To create it, Ethan needs Eveline's cells. The vial Mia gave him. Only E1 is written on it. Those must be Eveline's cells. This is the weapon Ethan has to beat Eveline. This must be a top secret document from this company. It contains all information about the E-series and how they created it. They tried to inject the bacteria into a human embryo and failed from A to D. They were successful with the last try and called the result Eveline. If infected, the victim starts to see appearances of Eveline in its mind and hear her voice. This summits in extreme demands at later stages like self-mutilation and murdering, and being a puppet to Eveline at the end. In a second document, apparently originating from the same source, they explain another ability Eveline has. She can segregate a fungal filament that can form into an organism called the molded. Eveline also has an obsession with the concept of a family, probably because she wishes as a child to have a mother and father. She tries to find the perfect parents through infecting the right persons. Ethan sees Eveline either, so he has to be infected as well. but probably an early stage because she isn't really able to control him as she was with Mia. The serum for Zoe was probably too late, so it killed all the E-series cells, and hence, since too many cells were turned, she died. Slowly everything makes sense to Ethan. The first priority is now to finish Eveline off with that necrotoxin, and then he can cure himself if he still is alive enough. The salt mines seem to change from here. A small underground water reservoir. What was this made for? Maybe some kind of passage to somewhere else? Ethan started to hear Eveline's humming. The infection seems to become stronger. It's getting louder. Those hallucinations seem impressively strong. That's it with episode 21. I think we are now close before fighting Eveline. So the next episode might be the last one. Alright, thank you for watching, leave a like and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and share this video if you liked it. I will see you then in the next video. Goodbye, your Voidask.